Hi, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru. We are starting a new session on current affairs. If you like this session, please press the like button for sure. Share the video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you do that, you'll get the benefit of a whole lot of exam relevant videos which we upload. This video is in English medium. If you are not comfortable with the language, you can actually watch the Hindi video that is also there in the playlist. We try to upload all the sessions in English as well as in Hindi so that language should not be the barrier for the students. I'll start the session. I really urge that if you can watch the video till the end, because you know what happens? I actually tell you the answers, at the start. But what happens at the end, I'll help you with the revision part. That revision will help you to retain all the answers. The questions are very, very important. Believe me, they are going to be there in one or the other competitive exam of yours, because all the competitive exams have questions on current affairs. Let's start the session from the first question. You can, by reading them, make out that these questions are very, very important. The question is, the name of the girl is Zozibini Tunzi. She is from South Africa. I said Zozibini Tunzi is from South Africa. So what is important about her? She has become the Miss Universe. She has become Miss Universe 2019. You need to be aware of the place, because in some of the exams, what happens, they ask you what was the venue of the Miss Universe beauty pageant. I said Miss Universe beauty pageant held in Georgia, USA. That was the place, that was the venue. I said this lady, this girl is from South Africa. This can also be the question. So don't forget the name of the girl. Zozibini Tunji is from South Africa, and as I said, that beauty pageant took place in Georgia, and Georgia is in USA, and she has become Miss Universe. India's rank on Human Development Index 2019. First of all, I'll start with the question, and that is that 189 participating nations were there. Out of them, India was on 129th rank. I said India was on 129th rank. But that's not all, and that's not it. We need to know more about this. Human Development Index is made by United Nations Development Program, because that is also important. This kind of question can be there in the exam too. UNDP, United Nations Development Program, prepares Human Development Index. India's rank was 129th, and the first rank was of Norway. The first rank was of Norway. Don't forget that. All these three questions are exactly the same questions which are asked in your competitive exams. The first question. The third question is Men's Hockey World Cup 2023. The year is significant here, and you need to read that. Men's Hockey World Cup 2023 will be hosted by India, and the place will be Odisha, Bhubaneswar and Rourkela are the places where it is going to take place. That's the plan till now. But I said, if somebody asks you the place, you are going to say Odisha. See, I was actually giving you the extra information like Bhubaneswar and Rourkela, but that's it. That's it. You can only, know Odisha in India. That's the answer. Men's Hockey World Cup 2023 will be hosted by India, and the exact location will be Odisha. The next question is hand-in-hand military exercise between India and China. Hand-in-hand military exercise. See, if I actually tell you the names of the nations, that's not it. You need to know the venue of that exercise as well. That is also important. What kind of exercise it is, that is also significant. Hand in hand is a military exercise between India and China, and the venue of it, Umroi, Meghalaya. The venue is Umroi, Meghalaya. The next question. This is basically the name of the person, and it is a little difficult. I understand that. His name is Akitham Achuthan Nambuthiri. Nambuthiri. He is basically a Malayalam poet and essayist. He writes essays. He is basically, somebody who's very famous. Malayalam writer, you can say that. He has won. He has been selected for Gyanpith Award, which is famous as Jnanpith Award also. as people, pronounce it. I said Jnanpith Award. He's been selected for Jnanpith Award, and we all know that this Jnanpith Award is the highest literary award of our nation. Highest literary award of India, Jnanpith Award, was actually given to, the name of the person is Akitam Achuthan Namboothiri. And the language is Malayalam, because they may ask you, he belongs to, as in, what is his language basically. So that is Malayalam, don't forget that. Gyanpith Award. Ballon d'Or was given to, Ballon d'Or 2019, I'm referring to, pretty evident answer, that is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Yeah, Ballon d'Or 2019. The next question is International Anti-Corruption Day. International Anti-Corruption Day is observed on 9th December, but the theme is important. 9th December, and the theme is important. And the theme is United Against Corruption. Write it down, because that is, another question. United Against Corruption. International Anti-Corruption Day is observed on 9th December, and United Against Corruption, that's the theme. That was the theme which was said. 13th South Asian Games. 13th South Asian Games. I'm going to name the host. That means the country which is going to host. But it has actually been conducted. 13th South Asian Games hosted by Nepal. Hosted by Nepal. So the games have concluded. India topped the chart. India, as per the medal tally, India topped the chart. So India stood first. I need to say that. So India, as per the medal tally, became the number one. So South Asian Games hosted by Nepal, India stood first, and the 13th edition took place. Mitra Shakti is the military exercise between India and Sri Lanka. We have already heard the name of this exercise. It is happening again. So India and Sri Lanka. And we generally know what happens when it is, between two nations. So the venue should be, between them only. So the venue is basically Pune. Pune is in Maharashtra. Mitra Shakti will take place in Pune. Mitra Shakti between India and Sri Lanka. It is a military exercise, and I said the venue is Pune, Maharashtra. Panel on Code for Responsible Lending in Microcredit. CRL, Code for Responsible Lending. Understand the meaning. Try to understand that. Code for Responsible Lending in Microcredit. There's a steering committee, formed for it. There's a steering committee formed for it, and there's somebody who's going to be the chairman of that steering committee. And the name of that person is important here. I said HR Khan will be the man, will be the chairman of this steering committee, who's going to head, who's going to handle Code for Responsible Lending in Microcredit. Next question is peer-to-peer sector loan limit increased to. Peer-to-peer sector, earlier it was actually 10 lakh. Let me tell you the answer first, then I'll explain it. Now it has increased to 50 lakh. And what is that? See, peer-to-peer is considered basically sort of NBFC for RBI. For RBI, they are basically NBFCs. I said peer-to-peer portals are considered NBFCs by the RBIs. So earlier the limit was lending here. The maximum limit was 10 lakh earlier, but that does not matter, because it is a current affairs session and I'm teaching you something what has actually become now. RBI has increased the limit, and the RBI has made it to 50 lakh now. Peer-to-peer portals are such sort of portals where lenders and borrowers are brought together. They are unsecured loans. They are unsecured loans. And I said they brought lenders and borrowers together. Alright. Next question is Surya Kiran military exercise between India and Nepal. Surya Kiran exercise between India and Nepal, and you must know the venue as well. The venue of Surya Kiran military exercise is Rupindehi, Nepal. The place is Rupindehi, Nepal. Next question is time limit for payment bank to change to small finance bank. See, we are talking about small finance banks license guidelines here. We are, referring to them first. Time limit for the payment bank. A payment bank can apply to be the small finance bank. A payment bank can apply to be the small finance bank in the period, after the period of 5 years. They have to complete 5 years as payment banks, and later on, subsequently, they can apply to be small finance banks. That's what I meant. Alright. Let's move, to some other details. Alright. The details are small finance banks, if somebody wants to be the small finance banks, the paid up capital should be 200 cr, 200 crores is the paid up capital of small finance banks. The association of promoters, that is also there, but what sort of association promoters should have? Promoters are expected to have the stake of 40% of the paid up capital at the time of start. And the lock-in period for the promoters, that is going to be 5 years too. Don't forget that. These are the questions can be asked in the exam. Paid up capital is the most important question out here. That for small finance bank, paid up capital will be 200 crores and the promoters will have 40% stake and the lock-in period for them will be 5 years. The next question is head of 15th Finance Commission, that is NK Singh. You may think, has he been recruited newly? Has he been appointed newly? So what's the case? Why are we talking about him? The case is that Finance Commission has recently submitted the report to the government. That is why Finance Commission was in news and we need to know who's heading that. NK Singh, Mr. NK Singh was heading 15th Finance Commission. Okay, let's talk about the next question, which is about RBI's bi-monthly monetary policy. Bi-monthly monetary policy of RBI, all the rates remained unchanged, but you need to know the current rates. If you are watching the video right away, if some days later, if you watch the video, please refer to the website of RBI because we are talking about the rates as per the day I am making the video. Repo rate is 5.15%, unchanged. Reverse repo 4.90%, unchanged. Marginal standing facility bank rate 5.40%. Cash reserve ratio, that is famous as CRR for you guys, that is 4%. And when we talk about SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, that is 18.5%. So 18.5%, all unchanged. Alright. Human Rights Day 2019. Human Rights Day is observed on 10th December. That's the first question. The second question is youth standing up. Youth standing up for human rights. Youth standing up for human rights. That's actually the theme for Human Rights Day. Alright, we'll start the revision from here on. Zozibini Finzi has become Miss Universe. She's from South Africa. Georgia, USA was the venue for it. India's rank on Human Development Index, that was 129th, and the first was Norway. UNDP, United Nations Development Program, prepares this Human Development Index. Men's Hockey World Cup 2023, venue Odisha, India. 2023 is the important year here. Don't forget that. Hand in hand is the exercise between India and China. The venue which was said, that is Umroi, Meghalaya. Akitham Achuthan Naguthuri wins Gyanpith Award, highest literary award of India. Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi. 9th December is the date when we actually observe Anti-Corruption Day, and the theme was United Against Corruption. 13 South Asian Games hosted by Nepal, India stood first. Mitra Shakti military exercise between India and Sri Lanka, and the venue Pune. Panel on Code for Responsible Lending and Microcredit. Steering committee's head was, who made the steering committee's head? That is HR Khan. Peer-to-peer sector loan limit increased to 50 lakh from 10 lakh. India and Nepal, the exercise between them is Surya Kiran, that is also a military exercise, and the place was Rupandehi, Nepal. Time limit for a payment bank to change to small finance bank, that is 5 years. NK Singh is the head of 15th Finance Commission. Repo rate 5.15%, reverse repo 4.90%, bank and MSF rate 5.40%. Human Rights Day is observed on 10th December. Wrapping up, thank you.